Hello and welcome to Futurum from the show floor here at Share in Atlanta. I'm joined by Eddy Ciliendo from Model9. Eddy, welcome to the show.
Hey Stephen, thank you for having me.
It's great to be back. I love these in-person shows.
I agree.
We managed to grab a quiet spot.
Yeah.
Eddy, position it for the audience here, a little bit what you do for Model9 and then we'll jump straight in from there.
Yeah, sure. So I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at Model9, responsible for all things that have a long-term nature, whether it's kind of our technology strategy, go-to-market strategy, marketing, partnership strategy. So that's what I do at Model9.
So tell us a little bit about Model9, still a relatively new name in the mainframe space. I obviously track you guys pretty closely and I've been briefed, but for some of the watchers and listeners, tell them a little bit about what you do and what the company's sort of impact has been on the mainframe space so far.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you know, the funny thing is that we're relatively new in the mainframe space, right? Where most companies have been around for decades.
Yep.
So from that perspective, yes, we're relatively new, but I think we're now becoming, a brand name that is recognized in the mainframe world at least, which I think is awesome. And I think 2022 has just been a fantastic year for us. So.
Well, Share always gives us an opportunity to reconnect with the community. We saw each other last year at Share. Give us a bit of a state of the union, what's been happening. I know there's some fantastic high points, but just give us a flavor of what the last year's looked like.
Yeah, I mean, and that's obviously one of the cool things at the startup, right? Things are moving very quickly. You can have an impact very, very quickly. So 2022 was just fantastic. We had one metric that I'm super proud of. We had 100% customer retention. So, you know, it's especially in the mainframe market, I think it's important that you have the quality.
Gives you a solid base to build on.
Absolutely.
I know you're winning a lot of new clients, but keeping the ones you've won is kind of crucial. So that's a great data point.
Yeah, no, so I'm very proud of that. And again, big kudos to our development team, to our customer success team that made this happen. And then obviously a big thank you to our existing customers. But at the same token, I'm also super proud that we were able to double our revenue in 2022. So we added a couple of really big logos to our customer base, which I'm also very grateful for.
And those bigger customers, you and I have been in the mainframe space a long time, and they're often the hardest to win. Very demanding, very sort of keen to understand not only just the company, but the solution, a lot of evaluation. Maybe just expand on some of those wins.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. I think that has been one of the biggest challenges. You know, big corporate entities have a lot of processes, you know, how they bring a new vendor into the fold. So, I mean, that is taking time. And then the other thing is obviously, you know, just how stringent the processes are around the mainframe to get a new product, a new software evaluated and into the fold. But we've seen some really interesting use cases with some of those big shops. One trend that I see now happening in a lot of larger organizations is that they want to standardize their storage infrastructure. And we are now hearing from a lot of the Fortune 100s that they want to standardize to S3 compatible object storage and sometimes NFS, but I think the big topic is really S3 compatible object storage.
And that's standardizing to the public cloud for regardless of what platform. Is that what you're hearing?
I think it's standardizing to the hybrid cloud, right? So we hear customers going to S3 compatible object storage that is on-prem. We just completed a project with a large financial services entity here in the US. They're going to the public cloud and use the public cloud as a means to recover their mainframe from ransomware attack. And then we see customers that do kind of both, right? They have on-prem infrastructure for fast recovery, and then for more archival type of data, they use the public cloud.
And that's been one thing as I've been tracking the growth of your business. 22, I saw a lot of partnerships come through. A lot of different storage vendors sort of announce partnerships and collaborations with Model9. Maybe just expand on that a little.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. I think that's another high point of 2022. I think we added like 20 new partners, and you've seen some of the names. I'm very proud that we have some really big, powerful brands that are now saying that they want to partner with us. So very grateful for that, very happy for those partnerships.
I think for me the key takeaway there was that's not only a go-to-market motion, that's not just good that gives you more access to more customers, that's also a validation of the technology. Yeah. Is that how you're viewing it?
No, absolutely, and perhaps you remember the announcement that happened with AWS at re:Invent, that they will now integrate part of our technology into their software stack. I mean, the biggest thing obviously is a household name like AWS standing behind you, but yes, it is absolutely a validation for technology.
Well, that's going to supercharge the Model 9's growth, give you access to that huge customer base that they've got. Also gives you a fantastic access to their, from a technology collaboration point of view.
Yeah.
So, Eddie, we're at Share. We're sort of first up on the Monday morning. What should people be expecting? You know, what does your week look like while you're here?
Yeah, it's I think it's a pretty busy week, right?
It's good to be back and be back busy. It looks like we're back pre-COVID levels.
Totally. And there's just, I mean, I think we said the same thing when we met last time, but I think the buzz now is even more people around.
It feels bigger this
it
time
does,
around
it does.
than
So
last time, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. So I'm looking forward to meeting with more customers, more potential customers. Many of our partners are here, which is also awesome. And again, for people, I would ask them stop by at our booth 245. And if you're attending Share virtually this year,
it looks great.
Thank you. And if you attend Share virtually this year, then just visit our website, go to model9.io.
Fantastic. Well, Eddie, always great to have you on the show. You've been here with us on Futurum from the show floor. My name's Stephen Dickens. We'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching.